Ford Motor Company has had a long and illustrious history in motorsports, and Formula One, F1, is no exception. From the 1960s to the 2000s, Ford was involved in various F1 teams as an engine supplier, and even as a factory team. In this video, we will explore the history of Ford in F1, looking at the teams they supplied engines to, the drivers who raced those cars, and the successes they achieved. Ford's first involvement in F1 came in the 1960s, when they supplied engines to various teams, including Lotus and Brabham. In 1967, they created their own F1 team, Ford Cosworth, which entered the championship the following year. The team's first win came in 1968, when driver Joe Siffert won the British Grand Prix. The Ford Cosworth engine was also used by other teams, including McLaren, which won the Constructors' Championship in 1974. In the 1980s, Ford supplied engines to various teams, including Tyrrell, Toleman, and Benetton. In 1986, Benetton Ford won its first race, and in 1988 they finished third in the Constructors' Championship. In the 1990s, Ford's involvement in F1 increased, and they became the exclusive engine supplier for the Stewart Grand Prix team, which was owned by racing legend Jackie Stewart. The team's best result came in 1999 when driver Johnny Herbert won the European Grand Prix. Ford purchased the Stewart Grand Prix team and rebranded it as Jaguar Racing. The team struggled initially, with their best finish in their first season being 5th place. However, in 2002, they achieved their first and only win when driver Eddie Irvine won the Grand Prix of Monaco. Despite this success, the team was unable to consistently compete with the top teams and was eventually sold to Red Bull in 2004. After the sale of Jaguar Racing, Ford's involvement in F1 was limited to supplying engines to other teams. In 2010, Ford's engine division Cosworth returned to F1 as an engine supplier, providing engines to several teams, including Williams and Lotus, now Renault. However, their engines were not competitive, and they were unable to win a race.